Tom was a curious 10-year-old boy who lived in a small house with a big backyard. He loved exploring the garden, but he had a cruel habit that made his discoveries less than kind. Whenever Tom found an anthill, he would become excited in the worst possible way. With a stick in his hand, he would poke at the tiny creatures, watching them scatter in panic. Sometimes he would stomp on the anthill, destroying the home these tiny insects had worked so hard to build. Tom thought it was just a game, something to pass his time on boring summer afternoons. One hot afternoon, Tom was in the backyard, doing his usual destructive routine. He found a large anthill near the old oak tree and began poking at it with a stick. Ants ran in all directions, some carrying tiny eggs, others trying to protect their colony. "Look how they run!" Tom laughed to himself, continuing to destroy their home. Suddenly, his mother's voice rang out from the back porch. "Tom, what are you doing?" Tom jumped, startled by her sharp tone. He turned around to see his mother walking towards him, her face serious and concerned. "I'm just playing," Tom mumbled, dropping the stick. His mother knelt beside him and pointed at the damaged anthill. "Do you see what you've done? These are living creatures, Tom. They have families, they work together, they have a purpose, just like us." Tom looked confused. "But they're just ants, Mom. They're so small. Size doesn't matter when it comes to life," she explained gently. "Every creature, no matter how tiny, has the right to live. These ants build complex homes, take care of their young, work together to survive. They have a community just like we do." She picked up a few ants that were trying to rebuild their home and showed them to Tom. "Look how hard they're working. They're not trying to harm anyone. They're just trying to survive and take care of their family." Tom watched, fascinated. For the first time, he saw the ants not as something to destroy, but as small, hardworking creatures. "Imagine if something much bigger than you came and destroyed your home," his mother continued. "How would you feel? These ants feel fear, they feel pain, they have a life just as valuable as any other living thing." Tears welled up in Tom's eyes. He hadn't realized how cruel he had been. "I'm sorry," he whispered, looking at the damaged anthill. His mother hugged him. "It's okay to be curious about nature, but curiosity should come with respect. Every living thing deserves kindness, whether it's a big animal or a tiny ant." From that day forward, Tom changed. When he saw ants or other small insects, he would watch them carefully, admiring their work and their resilience. He learned to appreciate the small creatures that shared his world. Years later, Tom still remembered this lesson. It wasn't just about ants, it was about respect, empathy, and understanding that life comes in all sizes. The small lesson his mother taught him that day had shaped him into a kind and compassionate person. And it all started with a simple conversation about an anthill in the backyard. 单字 anthill 一种 noun a pile of soil created by ants when they are making their nests underground.